It's a bit of a yes and no for this question, unfortunately. There are some plus sides for going into vacation mode for sure, but there's also the all too common dilemma that we face of, will vacation mode negatively affect my shop? Like all of us, our shops are pretty diverse with a wide range of products, management, usability, and categories. Of course, not all shops are considered the same, but unfortunately, Etsy doesn't see it that way. To them, we are exactly the same as a user with a Facebook profile is to Mark Zuckerberg. And it's for that reason that we find ourselves between a rock and a hard place. Now, there are, of course, the obvious downsides to vacation mode that you've probably heard. Things like you're not making any sales. It's going to take time to make sales again after opening. You will likely be seen unfavorably by the algorithm as other shops remained open while you were on vacation. And no one is seeing your shop. Unless they're clicking a link from an outside source, your shop isn't showing up in any of Etsy's search results. Does this mean vacation mode is a shop killer? No, of course not. It's just not necessary for most businesses. So if you do plan on going on vacation mode, be prepared to treat that re-entry as almost a developmental stage for your business, because it's going to be slow for a bit while your shop catches back up to speed. We went on vacation mode for just a couple of days back in April, and we did see a decline in interest over our shop. Of course, while we were gone, that is because our shop wasn't showing up anywhere, but even after we opened back up, it took us a while to actually start getting back to normal again. And I would say for us, in our experience, it took us, I would say, about 2 weeks before we returned to normal business. We took advantage of this downtime by coming up with new listings and creating drafts for our social medias and doing general shop prep stuff, developing new products. We kept ourselves busy. It wasn't a slow downtime for us at all. It actually allowed us to develop new things and come up with new stuff that has actually sold pretty well since then. As the saying goes, if you got time to lean, you got time to click that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
There is a workaround that we are going to be doing from here on out, and that's simply increasing the processing time on our products, which is kind of why vacation mode isn't necessary for most businesses, especially if you're just taking an extra few days to yourself. People need to take vacations. I cannot stress that enough. Especially if you're an Etsy shop owner, chances are you have another job that you are doing as well. Do not let your shop take over your life to the point where you can't relax. Take those vacations, don't feel bad about it. You just don't need to enter vacation mode for it. It's just a little overkill for your average weekend getaway. I do recommend that you give your customers a heads up as well by putting an announcement at the top of your page saying, hey, we're taking a couple of days to ourselves. We'll be back to fulfill any orders that come in between now and this date. I do recommend that you also take advantage of the auto reply messaging feature and use that as another opportunity. If the customer is reaching out to you, chances are they are going to be very understanding of you taking a couple of days off to yourselves. With Etsy, people are very sympathetic to the human on the other side of the screen, and the community is really cool like that. I've heard some stories of some customers even purchasing more things and giving really good positive 5-star reviews. You have to take every moment you can to connect with your customer base, because just like here, there's a screen. People don't get to know you, but just being honest and telling them what you're doing and why processing times are taking a little bit longer goes a very long way. Now, let's say you're going to be gone for longer than an extended weekend, weeks, maybe even months. Vacation mode is probably going to be the only thing that you can do. In this case, I recommend that you place your orders for any materials and supplies that you need at a little bit lower volume, because obviously you won't need it while you're on vacation and things are going to be slower when you get back to business. You can expect that when you reopen, it probably will remind you of when you first opened up to begin with. It's going to feel like it's just a small stream of orders coming in. You can't expect to just go out of vacation mode and suddenly have all your business back. It's going to take time for things to build back up again, and it's perfectly normal when that happens. To jumpstart this, I recommend what you did in the very beginning is you hustle. You take advantage of social media as best you can. You run sales, you run giveaways, you reignite that interest in your shop that you did before. Except now, maybe you actually do have a little bit more of a following on social media, so it might be easier to get your shop going again. After all, you started this business from nothing and got it to this point where it's at. If you did it once, you can do it again. So if you're thinking about going into vacation mode for your shop, just hold on. Maybe get away with extending those processing times. Save yourself a little bit of the algorithm headache. It's not going to kill your shop. It's not the end of the world. If you have to go into vacation mode, that's the only thing that you can do. You know your shop better than this guy on YouTube does. So I wanted to keep this video short. That's very intentional. I'm trying some tweaks with YouTube's algorithm while we learn this new social media thing. I hope this video helps. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see some more. If you're interested in what a day in the life of a stay-at-home Etsy shop owner is like, my wife Kimberly, she does studio vlogs that she puts out. We just released our second vlog the other day where you can see what the nitty-gritty is like for us for Darling Rosary, between packing the orders, product design, web development, all that stuff. It can be found in her vlog. So if you want to see that, go ahead and check it out. I'll put a link in the description for you. And let us know what you want to see from us. Obviously, we run an Etsy shop, but we're also Catholic creators on top of that too. Our faith is very important to us. So if you come from the Etsy sphere of YouTube or the Catholic sphere of YouTube, I want to know. Drop a comment down below. Let us know how you found us.
Who are you people?
Anyways, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. God bless.